Hey guys, welcome you to banking and finance subject. Myself Nikunj. In this video we will be covering the topic of money laundering. This video is a part of banking and finance and topic is money laundering. So I must recommend you to watch this video related to this. The next one of meaning of money laundering. Money laundering is the illegal process of concealing the origin of money obtained illegally by passing it through a complex sequence of banking transfer of commercial transactions. Money obtained from a legitimate source by passing it through a complex sequence of financial transactions and making it appear to be originated from legal activities. It means money laundering is when you are trying to conceal the fact that your money which you have obtained that is from legal sources of illegal activities. You are trying to show that you have originated or fired that money through illegal activities. So for that reason you are passing it through complex sequence of financial transaction and somewhat you are trying to hide that this money has been obtained from legal sources. So that whole process or sequence in which it is done is considered is called as money laundering. The overall scheme of this process return the clean money to launderer in an obscure and indirect way. The next one is illegal arms sale, terrorism, funding, smuggling, drug trafficking, insider trading, fraud scheme, bribery, and example of illegal activity prohibited by law. So these are some example of illegal activities that has been prohibited by law, and if you are collecting money from any of these activities of any such activities which is against law, so that will be considered as the illegal money. And if it is illegal money, it will be captured by the government and you may be punished, you may be provided penalties and imprisonment. So to avoid all the situation you try to money laundering to so that your money is originated from legal activities. Third one, in simple term you can understand that money laundering means cleaning of dirty money. So illegal money here is considered as dirty money, and when you try to conceive its origin and when you try to pass through complex sequence of financial transactions so that it is originated from activities you are trying to clean your dirty money, and that household tournament came into existence. The term of money laundering see the proper. Some example of money laundering: drug trafficking in case intensive business, international terrorism for ideologically motivated terrorist group, money is means to an end, embezzlement, armed trafficking, other use cases. The next one, how bad is money laundering? It means money laundering has potentially devastating economic, security, and social consequences. It provides the fuel for drug dealers, terrorists, illegal arms dealers, corrupt public officials, and others to operate and expand their criminal enterprises. The next one is process of money laundering. Money laundering process in three stages. First, placement, second one is layering, and third one is integration. First, placement. Placement is the process of placing through deposit or other means unlawful cash proceed into traditional financial institution. At this stage, cash derived from criminal activity is infused in the financial system. Floating first stage is the placement stages, second one is layering and its integration. Now let's look at each other of these stages in detail. Placement stage, main cash generated from criminal activities is converted into monetary instrument such as money order, traveler's check, or even the cash is deposited into the account of the financial institution and even banks. With this is very initial stage when case is getting placed into the legal financial system. Next one is layering. Layering in the process of laundering money typically involves three steps. Layering, the frauds are transferred or moved into other account or other financial institution to further separate the money from its criminal origin. Integration stage, the last date is the integration stage when the fraud are reintroduced into the system or into the economy. These funds are when used to purchase legitimate assets or to fund other criminal activities which come on legitimate business automatically. This is done to show that the money used by this asset is indeed from legal source. Now let's summarize the process of money laundering. You have the first day job placement where you get the money in getting placed into various backgrounds of financial institution. Then this money through wire transfer, bank deposit of bank account, and even on a fee basis. And from where the placement, layering and integration. Placement put the dirty money into the legitimate financial system. Layering conceals the source of the money through a series of transactions and bookkeeping tricks. The next stage is integration. This is the movement of previously laundered money into the economy mainly through the banking system, and thus such monies appear to be normal business earning. Integration stage, where the money is used to purchase lottery asset. It too could also be a financial investment, commercial and industrial investment. So this is a typical money laundering process. This is dissimilar to layering, for in the integration process detection in an identification of launderer fraud is provided through informants. Then next one, big example of money laundering. Other method of money laundering include buying a large house, shop or mall but showing less value on paper while the actual market value of these purchased properties is much higher. This is done so that they can reduce their tax burden. Thus black money is collected through tax evasion. The next one is shell companies. Second process, shell companies, was creation of companies. So many times what happened that whatever money has been collected through illegal activities, companies are created and it is shown that those money sale are being utilized in those fake up to companies. They are rejected and the accepted papers, but that the actual operation is not done in those companies and they are not having any physical location. So no business activity is being done. It has been created only to be registered on the paper. Thus these fake companies on its account, the money is being deposited, the various of employee account is created and the money is being passed. So overall it is trying to create a complex situation to avoid any kind of suspicion by legal authorities, and so that the money is being utilized from a legal purpose and it is a legal money. Then next one is Money Laundering Act in India. Let's talk about Prevention of Money Laundering Act was implemented in India 2002. This act was passed to stop money laundering and punish those involved directly or indirectly in Indian activities. As per this act, whoever commits money laundering or shall be punishable with imprisonment of about 3 to 10 years and shall also be liable to pay a fine. So this act provide that money launderers should, who are either directly or indirectly involved in any kind of integral activities which is involve money laundering, they will be provided with an imprisonment of about 3 to 10 years and they will also be liable to pay compensation. So these two acts were very prominent and was which came into picture globally and at India level, which year of prevent of money laundering case because it was disturbing the whole financial system. Then next one is Hawala Money. Hawala works by transferring money without actually moving it. In fact of money transfer without money movement is a definition of Hawala that was used successfully in a Hawala money laundering case. Then next one is how can get money from Hawala. Unlike the conventional method of transferring money across border through bank wire transfer, money transfer in Hawala is arranged through a network of hawaldars or hawala dealers. Hawaldar dealers keep a formal journal of record all credit and debit transactions on their accounts. Next one is how does Hawala banking work? A Hawaldar in the UK is in the business of transferring money for clients to Pakistan. For example, he takes a receipt of cash from customer and deposits it into UK bank account. In Pakistan, the intended recipient receive their money from their local Hawaldar. The next one is what is punishment for Hawala in India? The penalty of imposed under the FIMA Act for Hawala transaction, Article 4 under Section 30 to 15 of FIMA Act impose penalty on person violating the Act. Penalties include penalty up to thrice the sum involved up to in rupees 2 lakh. The Act prescribes that any person found guilty of money laundering shall be punishable with rigorous imprisonment from 3 years to 7 years, and where the proceeds of crime involved relate to offense under paragraph 2 of part A of the schedule. तो आखिर में हम कह सकते हैं कि मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग का प्रोसेस जटिल होता है और चालाकी भरा होता है, जिसको रोकने के लिए सरकार को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक जरियों से भुगतान के लिए इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का विकास करना पड़ेगा। आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया है तो लाइक और शेयर जरूर करना।